Hi. Uh, so, you're all going to be living at home, and it's going to go on for some time. No one knows how long yet. No one can answer that question for sure. But I think it's safe to plan that we're not going to be back in school on Monday. So, with that in mind, I've been doing some thinking, and I thought it might help you if I shared with you my 5 tips for living at home. I've been unemployed at times in my life, and I've lived at home for a while, and it gets to you. Yeah? It's not good for your mental health. It starts to tap away. And that's what we're talking about here, how to protect your mental health, how to keep yourself happy, because, well, take a moment, think. What does your brain actually want you to do? What is your brain evolved to do? Well, your brain is just a carrier for genetic code. All it wants to do is spread the genes. It doesn't care if you're happy. So it's just going to find some calorifically dense food and then try and conserve calories and do as little as possible. You might think at this stage, that's great, idea of heaven. I can sit on the couch, surround myself with junk food, PlayStation controller in hand, doze, wake up, until time has lost all meaning. I'm just covered in chocolate and chicken fat. But will that make you happy? How many days of that before... So, what you need to do is you need to push back against that. You need to stop your brain from sabotaging your happiness, and you need to put work in. You're sort of at war with your own brain now. School provides loads of these things that I'm going to talk about. And what we're sort of doing now is we're putting in that structure ourselves. So, thing 1, routine. The most important thing is to get up at the same time every day. You ever done that thing on holiday where you get up at 9 o'clock the first day, 10 o'clock the next day, and before you know it, you're waking up at 7 in the evening and it's just, ah! We're not going to do that. Make a decision now to wake up at the same time every day. Put some structure in your day. Have a bit of a routine. You'll thank me for it later. Thing 2, exercise. Exercise is so important. Think about the connection between your body and your mind. Think about how much better you feel if you've slept well, if you've gone for a run. You know that feeling of, just relaxation when you've done a lot of exercise? You need to make sure you're doing that every day. There's lots of ways you can exercise indoors. Lift something heavy, get a skipping rope, do some sit-ups and some press-ups. Doesn't matter, but make sure every single day you're doing some exercise. It's a good way to stay happy. It really helps. Thing 3, goals. One of the things that I found really hard when I was unemployed is you get to the end of the week and you haven't achieved anything. Yeah? And our brains don't like that. Think about when you come to class. I say things like, well done, you're on time for class. Or, well done, you finished the problem sheet. Take a moment. Why do you think I do that? so that your brain goes, I achieved something. A little bit in your brain relaxes. Oh, I got something done. You know that feeling when you finish a big bit of work or you've had a difficult school day and you get out and you think, yeah, I did it. That's what now you've got to produce for yourself. And I think we all need two different goals. One physical, one mental. So let's start with the physical goal. I've been asking lots of people what their physical goal might be. Some people say, ooh, I want to be able to lift this much weight. Some people say, ooh, I want to lose this much fat. Some people say, I want to be able to skip 100 times in 2 minutes. My physical goal is I want to shoulder press 25 kilos. I've never done that before. I'd really like to be able to do it. So I want you now just spend 30 seconds and think, what is my physical goal for all this going to be? And if you can, I want you to write it down. So you've got 30 seconds. What's it going to be? Just think about writing it down. Did you get one? I hope so. And what are you going to do when you finish that one? You're going to get another one. You're going to keep pushing. Relax that bit of your brain. Yeah, I achieved something. Second goal, something mental. What's something you've always wanted to do if you just had enough time? And I don't mean play video games, but something else. Some of the students I've spoken to are learning a language, or trying to play the guitar, or master a piece of cooking they've always wanted to do. Yeah? So just want you to spend a moment and think, what's something I've wanted to do, and now I've got more time, I could do it. What could I get better at? So again, 30 seconds, just have a think. Now you've got your two goals, try and stick to them. So then at the end of the week, rather than thinking, oh, what a useless week, you think, yeah, I lifted this, I learnt that, I can do that, let's get on to next week. See, makes a huge difference. Point 4, social interaction. Think about when you're at school, all day, surrounded by other people. You can talk to them, you can push them, you can laugh with them, yeah? We need that. We're social animals. It's really important. Again, it relaxes the brain. I worry that a lot of you might think that just going like this, sending messages all day, is enough. But I don't think it is. I think you need to make time for proper social interaction. So what I'm doing, you're welcome to do this if you want, So I'm phoning people. Yeah, I know, no one phones anymore, but I think what you're saying when you phone someone, especially if you don't do anything else at the same time, is I care about you, I want to connect with you, and I'm just spending time with just the two of us. Yeah? Maybe FaceTime works better for you, up to you. Something I like to do sometimes is just phone someone and close my eyes so that the only thing I'm concentrating on is being with them. You've got lots of time, why not phone some people you haven't spoken to in a while, or phone your best friend. You know? And don't just talk about coronavirus. Talk about who'd win in a fight, Batman or Superman. Talk about what you're going to do when all this is over. Yeah? It's really important. If you do it every day, you will feel better. And that leaves us number 5, mandatory dancing. Dancing makes us feel better, really does. And so if you're one of my students, I'm sorry, but part of your homework every day is to turn on a song and dance for the whole song. No one has to see you. You don't have to do it in front of everyone. And as we've talked about before, I know dancing is difficult because you're expressing yourself and you're worried people will judge you. You've got to throw that off, just dance, yeah? Every day. Just let it out a bit. If you do that every day, you will feel better. I know we said that education wasn't all test-based. I'm a little bit tempted to take you all down to the dance studio at the end of this. Show me what you've learned. I'm not saying I will, but I might. Just to check. So yeah, every day, 3 minutes of dancing. Best of luck. See you on the other side.